to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing in proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, that's a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Second and 20. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brings up the 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone. And in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, it's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And this one is right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Shoves him away. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Slant. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On second and goal. Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on third and goal. Breida. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Taking it about the 1.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Murray going to throw. Out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Murray sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. The point after is good. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Hurts. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And I feel like my man, Old Momentum, might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe Momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Play fake. Murray. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're... playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
They go play action with Hurts.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Flush to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, Hurts.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Murray off play action. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion. 3rd and long, things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they get the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
To throw now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Going deep for Diggs. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They go play action here on 1st down. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer.
Hands it off out of the gun. Bulldozes past him. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. His kick is good. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Buffalo, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.